Namaste. So I'd like to invite you to make yourself comfortable on your mat if you haven't already. And then just gently close your eyes. What we're going to do is check in with the body. So when you close your eyes, really feel into how your body feels in this moment right now. And if you had to kind of use one word to describe it, what would that word be? If you'd like to use more than one word, you can. I did for my own physical state right now. And then I'd like to invite you to bring your awareness to your breathing and notice if your breath is a relaxed, calm breath, shallow breath into the chest, or a deep belly breath. And it's okay, whatever your breathing pattern might be right now, just notice. And then the last thing I'd like to invite you to check in with is how your mind or your thoughts are right now. Is the mind relatively calm and zen with a few thoughts? Are there a lot of thoughts? Is there one looping thought? The poet Rumi says, do you check in with yourself often? I'm paraphrasing the actual quote, but how often do we take the time out to assess our body, mind, and breath? And so now I'd like to invite you to give your breath a color. And once you give your breath a color, it just helps visualize your breath flow in and out of your body. And if you'd like to move from operating off the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system, I lastly invite you to take in 3 deep breaths in from the nostrils, but exhale out from your mouth. Take full deep breaths in. Open your lips or part them slightly and just returning your breath to whatever comfortable rhythm and as you kind of just keep your mind on the breath, And then I'd like to invite you, keeping your eyes closed, to do 3 B breaths. I'm going to do only 3 B breaths. Normally I would do 6, but since it's a recording, I'm just going to do 3. And the Brahmari pranayam, also known as the B breath, is where we hum while we keep our eyes and our ears covered and closed. So you put your thumbs in your ears. You use your palms to cover your eyes. You take a deep breath in and hum. I'm going to demonstrate and do all 3. Drop your hands. Let them relax on your thighs or in your lap, keeping your eyes closed, just focusing on how the body feels after we've hummed. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and we'll start our sequence with 5 cat and cows. Okay, I'm going to change that to 3 cat and cows, looking at the time restraints. So rolling over onto all fours, palms are flat. So you can roll your fingers flat onto the mat. Keep your knees apart. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, open your chest. Using that colorful breath to visualize and synchronize your breath and the flow. And then when you're done, just bring the right leg forward on an inhale, left leg forward on an exhale. Straightening your legs, bend your knees, straighten your legs. And then slowly, when you bend your knees, unroll vertebrae by vertebrae, letting your head, your neck, and your arms hang. And coming to a standing position. Inhale, exhale, bring your palms together. Inhale, sweep your arms up to mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to half forward fold, fingers on your shin, flat back. Exhale to full forward fold. Inhale, take your right leg back to high lunge, left leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Untuck your toes at the back, keeping your navel on the mat, lifting your head and your neck, but also being comfortable simultaneously. On your next exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Coming into downward facing dog. And then inhale, step the right leg forward to crescent. You can do that by dropping the left knee first and then bringing the right leg forward, or the other way around. Point your toe at the back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Sink into your hips. Breathe. On your next exhale, bringing your palms down and then just lifting the right hand and the left knee, coming into an extended triangle, a twisted extended triangle. Parivrita Uttita Trikonasana. On your next exhale down, inhale, bring your right leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your hips. And then we're going to inhale, bring the left leg forward. Lower your right knee, coming into Anjaneyasana crescent. Checking in with where the gaze is, how the feet feel, how the knee feels, the arms, the stretch on the side of your body. And then finally exhale, bring your palms down and then lift the left hand and the right knee. Exhale down. Inhale, take your left leg to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Pressing into the mat. Ears between your arms, blood flowing to your brain, nourishing it. And then on your next inhale, we'll do warrior two. Okay, circling your arm, feet are rooted. You might find that your body sways a little, so that's normal. Exhale back down. Inhale right back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog again. And then we're going to inhale left leg to virabhadrasan. Circle your right arm, coming up into warrior two. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, take your left leg to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, back. And then we're going to inhale, step the right leg forward to end. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale to full forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to mountain, prayer position, Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Samastiti, palms by your side. Checking in with posture, breath, how you feel. Perfect. Shake your body out. Then we're going to have a seat and we're going to do Vishnu's pose, anantasan, straight away. So anantasan is one of my favorite yoga poses simply because it allows one to get a hamstring stretch, but also simultaneously is a hip opening pose. Kind of feels like a win-win. Okay. So lying down on your side, today is a very gentle flow. Your lower leg would be bent typically. Some people like to keep the leg straight. Please do whatever feels comfortable for you. Stretch the left leg, lift it up on an inhale. Keep your leg straight, but the knees soft. Toe will be flexed. If you prefer to point it, you can, but flexing it is really what gives you that hamstring stretch. You can either grab the sole, the ankle, calf muscle, or the thigh, and allow yourself to get deeper within your pose and perhaps contemplate the infinite, which is what Ananta means, infinite, endless, timeless. Closing your eyes, scanning your body, and then going into a contemplation. Noticing where your mind has wandered. Noticing if it's an important thought or not. And then gently release your leg back down and we switch sides. So typically we're holding the poses for about 45 seconds to a minute. And it's interesting to see in that minute, when you're in stillness or when we are in stillness, what is it that our focus is on? So once again, cradle your head in your hand, lower leg bent, hip should be comfortable on both fronts. Lower leg also should be comfortable. I'm just kind of showing you. flexing your foot as you lift it up, or you can relax it as you lift it up. See how that works for you? And then once you come up into your anantasan pose, allow yourself to settle into your breath. Notice your thoughts, perhaps reflect on a contemplation, or just enjoy doing nothing, going nowhere. That whole nowhere to go, nothing to do. How liberating is that? And then on your next exhale, lower your leg back down. Beautiful. We're going to roll over and we're going to do plank, a forearm plank. And for the forearm plank, you can do a fist or flat palms, whatever works for you. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, breathe deeply. And dropping down onto your stomach. 30 seconds of plank, strengthening the core, helps with our yoga practice. Relax in Makarasan, crocodile, palm on top of palm, cheek on palm, with your big toes touching at the back, and the heels fall to the sides. Okay, when you're ready, we'll do salabasan, the locust. So bringing your arms alongside your body, the chin on the mat. Inhale, lift up chin, chest, arms, and your legs. Toes can be pointed, but if you tend to get cramps, keep them relaxed. Legs are straight, knees are soft, no locking elbows and joints. Breathe. And allow your lower back muscles to be strengthened. Exhale back down. Relaxing in Makarasan, preparing mentally for another forearm plank. When you're ready, coming back into forearm plank, feel free to skip through this, or better still, practice it. So Lifting your knees, keeping your back as straight. Hips can be lifted if it's intense for your lower back, and also to keep the lower back safe. And pulling your breath deep into the belly. Exhaling out from the mouth. One more breath in and out. And then I invite you to come into child's pose, shashankasan. So lower your hips and your sit bones over your feet. Stretch your arms out in front of you. And this is where I go into a little bit of a gratitude moment. So take those few seconds to think of 3 things that you're grateful for, why you're grateful for them. And I would encourage you to do this practice daily, maybe keeping a notebook or a journal. And automatically, when we bring our awareness to the things that we're grateful for in our lives, we start to change the way we look at things. So give it a shout, check it out, and then I'd love to hear from you. So for now, we'll just stay in shashankasan, child's pose, for a minute. When you're done with your gratitude thoughts, inhale, lift your head and chest up. You may have noticed that sensation started to arise in your body. And whenever that happens, whether we're doing a bee breath or we're doing a different kind of a pose, it's always a great idea to just observe what those sensations are. And especially when you find that they're tingling or tingling or numbing, please come out of the pose. Don't hold it, because your body is giving you that cue that says come out. So we're going to do a very gentle twist today called bharadvajs twist. So we're going to put the right foot against the left thigh. Left foot is placed behind. You can keep it parallel to your wall or point the toe towards the wall, whichever will work best for you. Keeping your back lengthened and straight is very important when we do a twist. And this also helps with people who might be diagnosed with osteoporosis in their life. Very important to do the twist with the back being straight. So you're going to take your left hand and your right hand. Place the right hand behind. Left hand goes on the outside of the right. Exhale into your twist. Now you can choose to make it a gentle twist or an intense twist. Palms can be flat. You can always put a block or a bolster underneath to give you that support on the right hand. If you wanted, you can take the right hand and wrap it around your waist, and that makes sure that you don't lean into your hand, but you also keep your spine lengthened. So we'll just hold for another 3 breaths. So here I invite you to count your breath. That allows your practice to become that much deeper in a meditative sense. And then when you're ready, inhale back to the center, switching your legs. Again, the back is straight. Take your arms, rotate, exhale, swivel. Right goes on the left thigh. Left hand goes behind. You may notice that your twist is a little different on one side, and that's anatomically normal. So back is straight. If you want to wrap your hand around your waist, you can see my fingers peeping out from behind my pink shirt. Back is straight. And again, traditionally, I forgot, you turn the head to the right. Holding for 3 breaths. Eyes can be gently closed. And release. Unwrap your left. Swivel back to center. Bringing the soles of your feet together in bound angle, Baddha Konasana. And then you can either practice Titali, which is flapping your legs up and down, or you can actually press down into your thighs. Keeping that stillness. Taking a deep breath in, visualize sending that healing breath to your inner right thigh, relaxing the muscle, releasing tension on your exhalation. And then taking another deep breath in, visualize sending the breath over to the left inner thigh. And then finally releasing from this, bringing your knees up. We'll do the boat pose, Navasan. So I'm going to turn one more time. And then after this, I'm going to invite you to lie down. So how we're going to do this is, when you're ready, lift your legs up off the mat. You're leaning slightly back, arms are stretched out, and breathe. relax your feet back down on the ground. Taking a deep breath in and out. Lying down on your mat in Shavasana, corpse pose. Because of all the planking we've done and core for Navasana core, the lower back needs to be protected, strengthened, and allowed to kind of release any tension from these poses. So when you lie down, before we get into Shavasana, keeping your knees bent, feet flat on the mat, inhale, lift the hips up. Breathe and hold for a few breaths. So I'm going to say hold this for 4 breaths. I'd also guide you to breathe in and out. Deepening your breath. Breathing in and out from your nostrils and your mouth. And then on your 5th breath in, or rather on the 5th exhalation, slowly lower your body vertebrae by vertebrae, letting yourself relax into Shavasana. Once you stretch your legs out, turn your palms so that they face up. I also lastly invite you to roll your head from side to side so that you can release any tension and tightness from your head and your neck. Making any final adjustments. And we go into the last part of the practice, and probably the best part of the practice, called final relaxation, sort of like a yoga nidra variation, where I'll say a set of instructions out loud. You can repeat those instructions out loud or in your mind, or just listen to the sound of my voice. I will be quiet for 1 minute after that, and then I'll gently bring you out of the Shavasana posture. So, before I start, I'd like to invite you to check in with your breath, your body, and your thoughts, making those little roomy visits to yourself. I relax my toes, my legs, and your hips. My toes, legs, and hips are relaxed. I relax my stomach, my chest, and my shoulders. My stomach, chest, and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my neck, my jaw, and my eyes. My neck, jaw, and eyes are relaxed. My liver, my lungs, and my heart my liver, lungs, and heart are relaxed. I relax my entire body, breathing, and my thoughts. My body, breathing, and thoughts are relaxed. I relax for the next minute, focusing on nowhere to go, nothing to do. Inhale deeply. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing the energy and the awareness back to your body. And you can roll over to your right, or you can come to a cross-legged seated position. You roll to your right, take your time in coming up. And if you're already sitting, keeping your eyes closed, I'd like to invite you to rub your palms together. making them warm. Cup them over your eyes, thanking your body for today's practice. Namaste.